Good morning, students. In my previous video, we were discussing about anther and the different layers of the anther. In this video, we are continuing with the same part, and we are going to study about the process of microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? Right. So we have discussed everything over here, that how the sporogenous tissue, this is the compact group of a cell, right? And this single tissue, cell, group of a cell, but this single cell is capable to give rise to what? To give rise to microspore tetrad, right? Now coming to the definition of microsporogenesis, that sporogenous tissue, right, is capable. Sporogenous tissue is having a group. It is a compact arrangement of a cell, right? Suppose this is the sporogenous tissue, right? Now each cell is responsible. So this cell, suppose if I am taking this cell, a single cell, this is capable to produce microspore tetrad, right? So every single sporogenous tissue, a cell of a sporogenous tissue is capable to give rise to a microspore tetrad. So this we are going to see in this diagrammatic fashion also, and in this video I am going to describe how this microspore tetrad is going to be formed. So to start with microsporogenesis, I told you that I am just going to show all the stages in one part, in one anther only. It is not feasible to draw all. So suppose if this is the first stage, you got my point? ये जब इस स्टेज पे है तो पूरा का पूरा एंथर इसी स्टेज पे है. फिर वो थोड़ा यंग स्टेज, दिस इज द यंग स्टेज, राइट? अब जब एंथर थोड़ा मैच्योर हो जाएगा, राइट, तो क्या होना है? This is the microsporangium, right? This is the microsporangium, the structure which is having the sporogenous tissue inside, that is called as microsporangium. Now, as the sporogenous tissue, now the second stage is going to be that the sporogenous tissue, the cells will undergo mitotic division, right? It will undergo mitotic division, and what will happen that if this is the microsporangium, as the cells, the anther is maturing. It was young at this stage. Now, as it is growing, right, or maturing, this microsporangium will also grow. Little bit, it will grow. Then, what is going to happen is that sporogenous tissue inside these cells, they will get more space to be in this area, right? So, इससे क्या होगा? So, these sporogenous cells, टिश्यू के जो cells हैं, they will be loosely arranged, right? So they are loosely arranged because the anther is maturing and the microsporangium now grows in size. Remember that cells are not dividing, nothing, only the microsporangium is growing. तो सेल जो क्या होंगे वो थोड़ा लूजली अरेंज्ड होंगे. एट दिस स्टेज these cells are called as microspore mother cells, MMC, right? So what are microspore mother cells? So these are formed from the sporogenous tissue के जो cells हैं, माइक्रोस्पोरेंजियम बड़ा होने के बाद एक स्पेस उनको ज्यादा मिल गया. उस स्पेस में क्या हो गया? These cells are now very loosely arranged. So now these cells are called as microspore mother cells. Now these microspore mother cells will undergo meiosis and they will give rise to microspore tetrad, right? So the next stage is going to be, the meiosis will take place. Meiosis, right? And this microspore mother cell will give rise to microspore tetrad. But before that, I told you that this is a sporogenous टिश्यू के सेल्स हैं, राइट. सो दीज आर द सेल्स ऑफ sporogenous tissue. Okay. So these cells they will undergo what? They will undergo mitotic division, mitosis, the process of mitosis, and again what they will form? They will form a microspore mother cells. So these are the MMC, the microspore mother cells. Now these microspore mother cells, they will give rise to microspore tetrads. Name itself is indicating there is a group of cells. Tetra means 4. So each cell is capable to give rise to microspore tetrad. Now the tetrad can be formed in different ways, right? So the first kind of tetrad, it can be, the division of cells can be like this, right? The 1, 2, 3 and other one the behind. So this type of arrangement is called tetrahedral, right? So this is a tetrahedral we can say that tetrahedral tetrad. Microspore tetrad is tetrahedral in shape. Another one is we can say that it is linear. In linear, again we are going to have 4 cells, but they are linearly arranged, right? Another one is the 2 cells are going to be together, then the other cell and the next cell. So again there are 4 cells, but the arrangement is in this way. So these are F shaped. And the last one is where all the cells are visible like this. This is a bilateral type of arrangement of cells. So the tetrad can be formed in like it can be tetrahedral, it can be linear, F-shaped or in bilateral, right? So now you are just the maximum kind of tetrad which is formed in flowering plant, that is this tetrahedral tetrad. So we will take into consider this type of tetrad. So where we were, that the cells of sporogenous tissues, they were giving rise to microspore mother cells. The microspore mother cells will undergo meiosis, right? So here the meiosis is going to take place, right? And what a microspore tetrad is formed. Now this tetrad is formed. So we have to draw it over here. So this is the commonly occurring tetrad. So we are taking this type of tetrad into consideration. In flowering plants, such kind of tetrads are formed. So at third stage, what we are going to have is, we are having the microspore tetrad. So what are these? So these are microspore tetrad, right? Now this microspore tetrad, what will it undergo? That these cells, they are occurring in a group, right? Or we can say they are occurring in a cluster. So they may be what? They may be joined by something. So they are united with each other. So they are united by a layer of a thickening that is called as callose, right? Again, one point I missed over in tapetum, that tapetum layer, tapetum, it is able to secrete an enzyme that is called as, एक enzyme secrete करती है tapetum layer और उसका नाम है callase, right? Callase is an enzyme which is secreted by the tapetum. Now you know that this tetrad, ये जो cells हैं, ये आपस में they are joined by a callose. Now this enzyme is going to function over here, and what this enzyme is going to do is that it will dissolve the callose layer which is present in the microspore tetrad. अगर suppose इस layer की वजह से ये आपस में जुड़े हुए थे, right? अब वो layer बीच में से अगर dissolve हो जाएगी तो क्या होगा? The cells will get separate out, right? So what this enzyme is going to do is, let me write the function of this enzyme. It dissolves the callose thickening which is present in microspore tetrad. Right? So this is removed and this callose is dissolved, and the cell now what? They are separated from each other. So what we are going to get is, we are going to get 4 different, let me make it with the same color, with 4 different microspores, right? So these, the layers get dissolved and what we get is the microspores. 4 microspores. So this process of formation of microspore, this is known as microsporogenesis. So here what is going to happen is that these microspore tetrad dissolving the callose layer, and it is going to develop into the microspores, right? So the microspores are formed over here, and we will study the structure of microspore also little later. But let me complete what is going to happen when the microspores are formed. Now, when the microspores are formed, it means that this anther is now totally matured, right? When the 4 stages are over. At first stage, this is the first stage, right? The whole anther is going to have this phase or stage. Then at second stage, the whole anther is going to have this stage. At third stage, the tetrad is formed. Then tetrad, the callose is dissolved and the microspores are formed. Now what is going to happen as the now anther matures? So at young stage and at maturity. Now at maturity of anther, what is going to happen is that these 3 layers, they are going to become fibrous. They are going to become fibrous. They will become like this. All the layers, sorry, including the tapetum. So these layers are going to become fibrous, just leaving the point which is called as point of dehiscence. Now what is happening? Now if this is getting at this stage, when these layers are turning to be fibrous, we are having all the microspores over here. Now this fibrous, this is getting rigid, and this area, the point of dehiscence, this is a delicate area, right? So point of dehiscence, this is a delicate area. Now as this all here also, all over the anther wall, all the 4 walls, what they are going to be? They are going to be fibrous, right? Just not from here, right? Now what is going to happen is that up till here we are having the fibrous walls. Now this is a delicate area, so this is going to get rupture or dehiscence, right? It will get rupture, and these microspores, they will be out from the anther. So in this way, the microspores, or we can say the pollens, they are taken out of the anther, and the pollens, when they will fall on stigma somewhere, they will produce the pollen tube and will further carry on the process. So in this, what we studied, there are different phases, and how the point of dehiscence is delicate and the 4 layers turn to be fibrous or rigid, and at the point of dehiscence, these spores are given out. So this was the process of microsporogenesis, the formation of microspores from the sporogenous tissue. And you have to remember that every cell of sporogenous tissue is capable to give rise to a microspore. So this was regarding the structure of an anther. In my next video, I am going to start with the structure of a microspore or a pollen. Thank you, class.